Power steering fault on a Skoda Fabia Mark 1 99 to 2007. Oh heck, looks like a few faults here. One on the left is a power steering fault, and I've got ABS and airbags. Right, open the bonnet. So we want to be taking the top cover off the battery, just the top cover, as it comes in two pieces, which reveals all the main fuses, all the main flat fuses along here, and it's fuse number 3 which is pertaining to the power steering. And if we look closely, we can see that it's broken or burnt out. So that could be due to a short somewhere. So I have to check the connections. Take the negative lead off the battery first. Put something protective on the ground to protect the bumper when you take it off. Undo all the screws. And there's these last 2 screws at the top. Then unhook the sides of the bumper from the wing first. Like so. On both sides. Then carefully lift off the bumper. And if you notice, down here is the electric power steering pump and electrical connections. The main 12 volt feed is in the middle here, the brown one being the earth. The left connector is the data bus CAN signal terminal, and the right one is the signal wire to the power steering angle sensor. No broken wires, so I'll take the connections off. Typical VAG connectors. Put your screwdriver in this clip, bend it up a little bit and it should just clip off. Then I'm going to use some contact cleaner spray on the connector and terminals. Take this big centre one off next. Actually, this one's quite hard to do, mainly because the incoming cables are quite thick. But if you release the connector, then you can grab hold of it and yank it up. I think I'll just take this left hand connector off first, actually. Make it a bit easier for myself. Right, it's unclipped now, I'll just need to pull it up. Whoopsie daisy. Here's the big female spade connectors. Get my contact cleaner, give them a good spray. Now importantly, leave them to dry thoroughly. Meanwhile, I can go and check on the in-car fuse for the power steering. Take that out with the little tweezers. Position 7, which is a 5 amp. That looks alright, no problem there. Put that back. If yours is broken, obviously replace it. You can of course do a continuity test on all the cables to see if there's a break or a short, but you'll probably need a wiring diagram to trace where all the wires go for that. But I'm not going to do that yet, I'm just going to test it first. So what I'll do is I'll put the connectors back on this power steering pump now. And the important bit here is to make sure they clip into place so the connectors are secure. What you don't want is having to take the bumper off again. Oh, I think I've got the cable in front instead of around the back here. Don't think that'll make any difference. All nice and secure now. Take the battery top flat fuse out now, using a 10mm socket. The second nut is a captive nut on the end of the cable, so you just got to bend that out of the way a bit. Getting the fuse out is a bit tricky. You really need sort of two implements on this. A small flat bladed screwdriver that I used and a pair of tweezers. Or pointy nose pliers in my case. A little bit fiddly. Grabbing hold of the things is the difficult bit. Maybe there's a better way of doing this, I don't know. Here's the new fuse, a 50 amp fuse it is, for the power steering. Don't fit anything else, don't be tempted to fit a bigger one or a smaller one. Right, just put the nuts on and tighten those up. Refit the battery ground connection. Fit the battery top fuse cover on first. And now the outer cover, slotting it in on the right, and then clip down. Lovely job. Now we can see if it works. Turn the ignition on, start it up. Ah, it's gone out. Great. See what that's like. Ah, lovely. Yes. Job's a good one. Put the bumper back now. Hope this helped you out, guys. Please like, share and subscribe. And if you haven't already subscribed, consider subscribing. And I'll see you on the next video. And as always, thank you for watching.